What is up, dudes, dudettes, and dudes who defy description? And a hot warm welcome to each and every one of you to another episode of Awesome Fun in Minecraft with me, Oz. As you can see, we're back at the Starlite Drive and someone has arrived to check out the double feature. Someone who has come back from the future, or should that be to the future? Yes, we have built our very own DeLorean flying in the sky with Doc Brown, wondering what time it is, probably where he is, but happy that he's here to check out the movie. So come and have a look at this baby. We are utilizing some interesting techniques here to make a flying DeLorean from Back to the Future. Now in this build today, I'm going to show you step by step how to build it. We've got, as you can see, Doc in there with the gull wing door swinging open, which is just a feature I think is really cool. And then I love the way fire I love the way this back area here has come out as well. And I've added the campfires here, although the smoke is going in the wrong direction, to give us the effect that it's landing here at the drive-in. Now, before we start in today's build, I do, however, have a little bit of a task to do involving this label right here. So we need to quickly jump over to Oz's epic oceanic aquarium. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Oh no, I'm gonna miss it. Ow. Take two. Nailed it. So we are here on the first, depends how you define floors, but we're here on a floor of the epic oceanic aquarium, where this fella behind me here, the tropical fish head guy, has been suggested of a name. He should be called Captain Nemo. That should be his name. And thank you very much to Andy Marsh in the comments who decided the name for this fella. We're still looking for names for a whole bunch of different people, but this guy, whose job it is to look over some of our special tropical fish, who are just floating at the top there right now. Aren't they beautiful? Yep. Anyway, Captain Nemo, you are going to be 20,000 leagues in trouble if you don't take good care of these fish, okay? Yep. Still kind of freak me out. Still freaking me out. I can still see you. Now that that is done, we can get on with today's build tutorial. Now here in front of me, I have all of the materials that I will need to construct one of these DeLoreans. But of course, as always, there will be a full list in the description of the video below, as this is a tutorial video. But we're not going to build it here. Oh no, we're going to travel over there to the Ghostbuster headquarters, where we can do a tutorial on this build. So let's go. Start by getting yourself 5 blocks above the ground. So here I've got 4 scaffolding, and then this will be my 5th block when I'm placing the iron, and then I'm going to come across 4 altogether with my iron, and I'm going to come back for 7 altogether, including the front. So that's 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to bring it across again to match up, so that we've got 4 along the back and 7 going this way, and that gives us our initial frame. Now our next thing to do is to get a dirt block and place that one back from the very front on this side, and one back from the very front on this side. Then we have 1, 2, 3 in between, 1, 2, 3 in between. And our next dirt block, as you can see, this is where we're going to place our tires. So we've got that in position. Next, we're going to come down underneath, grab our coal blocks, and then stick them to the underneath of all of our dirt blocks, like so. Then we want to grab an iron trapdoor and stick that to the underneath of each of those blocks. Then we want to rebuild our scaffolding just so we can actually use it to climb back up. And we're going to place levers just by facing in this direction, off or away from the vehicle. And they'll place the way you want without messing with the trapdoors. Excellent, that's our base coming together. Now, speaking of bases, we'll grab our polished andesite slab, and we're just going to bring this down in the middle, so take out that one there. So we just have 2 running along the open bit here from, running from in between the 2 front tires here all the way to between the back 2 tires as well. Then we can come to the front of our vehicle now, grab ourselves blast furnaces, item frames, and sea lanterns. And we take out the middle 2 blocks here, and we're going to replace these with blast furnaces. Like so. With our item frames and a sea lantern on either side, like so. Then in the middle here, we're actually going to put in another 2 iron blocks here and here, so for the 2 blocks behind our blast furnaces. And we need to take out these 2 blocks, if you're facing straight ahead, the 2 on the left hand side, just over the edge of these slabs here. This is going to form our door, and we're going to take 2 stone buttons and place one on either side there where the door is going to go. Next, we're going to grab 2 nether brick stairs, and we're going to place them here and here. That is going to act as our seating. Then we grab our item frames and place them here, here. We're going to place a lever here on the right hand side, and we're going to put a clock in here to act as our time circuits. We also need a record or a music disc, whatever you want to call it. That goes in there like so. Next, we want black stained glass panes. Oh, that kind of rhymes. I like it. To go from all the way 2 back from the front, so on the 3rd block back from the front of the vehicle. We're going to draw around, as you can see in our other vehicle here, all the way around, and including there as well. Then on top of our roof, we're going to use polished andesite stairs. So we're going to start by putting 2 stairs there. Then we're going to jump up, and we're going to draw a rectangle all the way around the roof. Once our rectangle is complete, we're just going to use some andesite slabs to fill this in. Now, it's not quite right. It's going to change in a little bit, but that's the basics of it correct. Next, we want to come to the side with the open door. We're going to grab our scaffolding, get ourselves up over there. And what we're going to do is take out these middle 2 stairs like so. Then we're going to use our glass panes. We're also going to need our iron blocks again for this. And we're going to place 2 glass panes there in between the glass. Then on top of the glass pane, we're going to place another 2 glass panes. And then sticking to the top of the glass panes like that, we're going to have our 2 iron blocks with stone buttons on the outside. Now we need to work on the back, so let's start by taking out these middle 2 blocks here and replacing them instead with some upside down polished andesite stairs. Then we take out the 2 blocks on the edge here and replace them instead with 2 hoppers. Ooh, I have them sticking down on mine, but I wonder... That actually maybe looks better, them sticking in on the side. Yeah, I think I would say that I like that better, yep. Then we're going to want to get up on top of the vehicle for the next section if we can. Right, up on the back here, we need to grab our iron blocks, place them on top of the hoppers. Then you want to grab some dirt, stick it to the back of these iron blocks on top of the hoppers. Just 2 blocks like that, and then facing towards the block we can place down our 2 observers, and they'll be facing the way that we would like. Now while this is in position, you can break the top block there, and this block here, grab our redstone blocks and place them there like so. And the next thing we want to grab is our iron trapdoors, stick them to the sides of our redstone blocks. Then we grab polished andesite stairs and we place them facing up on top of the back 2 like so. Then the next thing we want to do while we're up here is break these back 2 stairs here. And I'm just going to replace this so it actually goes in the correct direction. There we go. And we're going to grab our polished andesite slabs and use them to fill that whole section in back there like so. And you can see we're now matching with the one over there. Now to decorate on top of our DeLorean, we're going to grab a brewing stand, a comparator, and some levers as well. Now we're going to place a brewing stand here. This is going to act as our Mr. Fusion device. We're then going to place a comparator, place it just right in front of our Mr. Fusion there. Click the back so that it lights up. Then we're going to place a lever, or two levers, just facing into each other, turned on, just so it lights this bit up on the top. And that is the roof of our DeLorean now complete. So if we jump down to the back here, the next thing we have to do is take out these two dirt blocks, then replace them with polished andesite stairs of the upside down variety like so. Now we're almost there. It's time to climb up inside and take care of some of the interior now. Before we head inside, round at the back part here, we're just going to replace these two rearmost slabs here. We're going to get rid of them, and we're going to replace them instead with two upside down polished andesite stairs. And that means when we come inside of our vehicular in the back, and we grab our black glass panes just to fill in this back section, yep, it'll fit nice and neatly. Now next thing we're going to do is take two observers, face them down so the red bits are facing up, chuck in a couple of end rods, grab some end frames, just end in front of everything today, grab some item frames. We're going to place them in the back like so. We're going to grab our daylight sensors, and I quite like the way they sort of look 3D, they glow a little bit, and they look a bit like circuit boards on the back there to represent our time. Well, that's the time circuits there. This is our flux capacitor in the back section here. And I think we are pretty much almost there. A couple of final details to do. If we grab ourselves some tripwire hooks, I don't know particularly why I placed them, I just thought they looked cool to place them on these iron blocks here above the hoppers, and I do much prefer the hoppers facing into the back there. It makes it look like a more complete sort of engine component there. But the next and coolest effect we have to add, of course, is the campfires underneath. So I've got the campfires here, and this is where you need to have a think about what kind of blocks going underneath. And I don't know if smoke can definitely travel through every single other block that you want to use to mask it. And I know it looks a bit weird because the fire is going the wrong direction, but I still think it's pretty cool. So if we align ourselves up underneath here and come down 2 blocks underneath the tire, you'll know you've got it in the right place because the smoke will touch the tire. There we go. And then we use a bit of dirt to replace on top, and the grass will eventually grow back. And there we have it, all 4 in position, and that near enough wraps up our DeLorean build. With our DeLorean built, it's time to take this thing not back to the future, but over to the Starlite Drive-In. And what better way to do that than in the form of a time-lapse. So you guys can see it get built again and enjoy that, because of course, you know I love a good old time-lapse. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode of Awesome Fun in Minecraft. If you did, don't forget to do all of the YouTubey things. You know what they are. I need say them not. But how cool is this place looking now? The Starlite Drive now features a whole bunch of different convertible cars. It's got its very own Ec11, and now it has a DeLorean from Back to the Future landing with Doc Brown in the back here. But we still have a whole bunch of open slots to fill. So what else are we going to put in here at the drive-in? We'll find out next time on Awesome Fun in Minecraft with me, your loving host as always, Oz. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.